Let's move on to Shipwreck's slightly uncomfortable segment. Let's see what we got this week here.
What do we got?
This one is from M. This is not your daughter, but this is from M. When Shipwreck's kids enter high school, what bathroom should a transgender woman use at the school? Born male, identifies as female, pre-op. I have an answer.
Do you have an answer? This one, I don't care.
That was my answer.
Like, you're going to the bathroom in school, like
you're in and you're out. You do your shit and you do your business and you leave.
As long as you're not doing funny business in there, like go in a stall, go to the bathroom.
And at that point, it doesn't matter what your sexuality is if you're doing funny business in there. You shouldn't be doing funny business in the high school bathroom.
Right. Don't do the funny. The funny business is the part that's the problem, not the.
And that's already illegal.
Use the bathroom. Yeah. Right. I'm here to use the bathroom.
And the chances of a trans student being the person that wants to do funny business is minute.
Well, yeah, I don't. That part doesn't come into play with me at all, Wombat. Right. I don't care what percentage of trans people are going to be doing the funny business. It's if you're doing the funny business, is the problem.
What is the funny business?
Messing with other people, showing them your stuff.
Oh, like type of stuff, and not like flushing their heads down the toilet.
That
fine. Would be bad too.
That's okay.
The heads down the toilet part is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the general stuff of like, hey, go in there and go to the bathroom and don't bother anybody.
I don't remember going to the bathroom once in high school. I don't think I ever went.
I want to say I must have peed at least once in high school. Like it had to have happened.
I was in there all the time.
I know I never took a dump in school, but
our bathroom stalls didn't have doors on them.
Mm-mm.
That's fine.
That's not fine. How are you going to make a duty there? That's ridiculous. That's never going to happen.
The trickier part of this question, if we really want to talk the trickier part of this question,
sure,
it's the locker room situation.
Okay,
right?
Sure.
How you pull that off is a much more difficult and uncomfortable conversation.
I think it's a more sensitive conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I mean, like I was so uncomfortable in the locker room anyway, and I'm just a regular, just regular guy. Like I don't want anybody looking at me naked. Like I don't want anybody watching me changing.
You're not supposed to look at people naked. Even if you're all naked.
Right.
It's not you're looking at their face, not anywhere else.
Well, that's the idea.
Right.
I didn't even want that. I just wanted to go hide somewhere. I want anybody looking.
Like growing up, like being in sports, like it didn't really it's just the general culture, right? Like
I would know. I was never naked in my school's gym locker.
I was all the time.
I wasn't naked because I had underwear. Actually, we didn't shower at gym time in high school.
I mean, we showered before and after practices and all of that, and it was the big like communal shower. It wasn't like individual showers.
That's nice.
It was here's your room and here's the like 8 shower heads that are in this room.
Ugh. That's probably why I didn't do any sports. I didn't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's I haven't been in a high school locker room shower in a few years to know if they've
put up dividers yet.
Yeah, put up dividers.
Now it's just one big shower head. I heard they don't even have there's no dividers, just one shower head.
I thought it was just that they had a pit full of water,
right? And towels.
In the pit and, jump in, jump out. They throw a towel at you.
So like when I was living in Japan and we had to do that hot spring stuff, I had to get naked like with all like Japanese adults and stuff, and it's the same type of situation, except like you have a locker room situation there where there's like an etiquette where you're supposed to be like naked in a certain part of the locker room, and then you take a shower. There's like a shower before you get into the hot spring. You got to clean up before you, and it's like a whole thing. So I had to overcome a lot of my like group nudity shower stuff because we wanted to do hot springs. And I did it.
Again, if it's just naked people, as long as you're not doing funny stuff.
Right. But like, I didn't want the Japanese people looking at my American penis. Like I felt like they were going to be interested. I could understand in high school, like the kids don't care, but you're in a foreign country and you're a giant white guy, they may want to see what's happening. So like then I was really self-conscious. And then I saw an old Japanese guy, and his balls were like hanging down to the floor.
You're the one. You're the one.
They were so long. They were on the floor. You couldn't miss it.
Why are you looking at the floor?
I was looking at his feet, and I saw his balls.
Up at his face.
I was trying to look away, and I was looking at the floor.
He was walking on his hands. He was like, and you were trying to look him in the eyes.
Those are interesting slippers. Where did you get them?
Right, and I'm like, what? What are those fibers? Is that mole hair? Yeah, that was uncomfortable. But I eventually, you learn to use the towel and, just hope that people don't look. You try to chub up a little too, just so you represent America properly. You gotta make sure America's represented well.
You gotta do a little jiggle.
Right, you gotta just make sure it's ready. I mean, look, when you're a tall guy, the blood has to go very far to get to my hand. Look, you can't even see my hand right now, like so far, not even close to being able to see my arms. The blood has to travel places, so it's not in my groin like just normally. So I have to direct the blood flow.
See, as opposed to a short guy like me, hung like a mule.
And it's blood on demand. The blood is just there, like ready. It's all basically in that area already. But like my foot is so far away from my penis. It's like another person away. So it's just like it's a lot of moving.
Is that what
the blood.
happens? All the blood comes from your foot?
Yeah, I mean it causes a lot of problems being this tall. It's like when I crouching down.
So when you're in let's say coitus.
Okay.
Doing the coitus.
Yes.
So the blood rushes out of your feet. Can you walk after, or do you have to wait for everything to come down so you have the blood back in your feet?
That's nature's way of not letting men run away after coitus.
Yeah.
All the blood is just taken from their feet.
Wait, I can't go anywhere. I have to wait for the blood to come back. I'm trying to take.
I mean, I'm trying to take your comments seriously, but it's not a serious.
But you
comment.
shouldn't.
It does not happen that way. The reverse is not true. My limbs work fine during sex, after sex, before sex. It's just the penis that's fucked up.
So when the blood rushes in and all the blood rushes out of your body, do you become translucent like a sex chameleon?
No, but I feel like it's a similar thing to when I go to tie my shoes and then I stand up too quickly. It's because the blood went all into my feet or something. That might be different. I'm not sure about that. I have to ask a doctor about that. Maybe.
Can we start calling you the sex chameleon?
If you like.
Okay.
It makes you horny.
Sex chameleon. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do a What Would Wombat Do? Tales from Retail. Sure. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, this one, I don't know. Did I do the one about the... I didn't do this one. Okay, this is from Aaron. Okay. He said when he was in college, he sold a Nintendo DS to GameStop. And he made a transaction. He got a pretty good price, and he was surprised, but it was a good price, and he left. And then 2 days later, he gets a voicemail from GameStop saying that they gave him the wrong credit. They thought it was a different model of DS, and that they want him to come back to the store and give them $30 back. What would you do, Wombat?
Not go back to the store.
Ever in your life?
I mean, yeah. Well, you got cash, is what we're saying here, not store credit.
He needed to come back to the store to pay the difference. Oh, because he got credit. He bought something with the store credit, and it covered whatever he bought. But the reality is, it shouldn't have. So they want him to come back to pay off the item.
Okay, that paints a different scenario.
Okay,
here.
sorry.
But still, no. So he doesn't have any reason. He already spent the store credit.
Yeah. He bought the item with the store credit.
So he bought another item with the store credit. His store credit is tapped.
Yeah, he owes them $30.
Come back, and he doesn't owe them jack shit.
Well, they think so.
They're saying he owes $30.
So you're not coming back to that store ever. It's your solution. You're never going to that GameStop
It's
again.
not even going back to that GameStop. He can go back to that GameStop. What are they going to do?
They're going to ban him.
Yeah. What are they? He's going to go to pay for something. They're going to be like, do you have a Power Up Rewards account with us? And he'd be like, no.
They'll recognize him, maybe. They could have his picture up on the wall, like this guy owes us $30.
Yes, because the revolving door staff of the GameStop, they're gonna have a photo.
Well, it's revolving faster because that guy just got fired for giving the guy $30 too much.
Seriously.
Right.
Yeah,
All
I don't
right.
think he even has anything to worry about going back to that store.
Oh man, I'm going back
Ship's
Why?
going back to $30
because it's an honest mistake.
I don't care. It's their mistake.
Well, clearly you don't care.
right.
No.
I'm going back in that
Okay.
scenario.
Do you want to hear what Aaron did? Being the broke college kid that I was, I ghosted them and never went back to the location. They only left me that one initial voicemail, but I might have been guilt tripped if they had asked multiple times. This was not my finest moment, but one that sticks in my mind.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I'm right there with them.
All right, Aaron, don't feel bad.
Wombats are willing to have that be his permanent moment.
Mhm.
No problem. No problem at all.